You returned to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact.
Zdravím vás, vítajte v krásnej okrúhlej 50. epizóde tých rytierov zo Starej republiky. Sme tu v hrobke Nagasadova, plníme poslednú skúšku pre Sithskú akadémiu a naposledy to bolo veselé, som tam mal tú hádanku. Poďme teda na tú kaluž kyseliny. Vypadá to... Hodíme ten špeciálny mrazivý granát. No jo. Kaluž zamrzla. Môžeme ísť ďalej. A dvere hrobky. A malo by to byť možno, že aj koniec? Au! No jo. Ono to je koniec. To sa mi páči. Lebo musíme iba pokračovať. O! No super. Hľadanie STAR FORGE. Máme hyperpestrové súradnice. Kvôli Bastile a celej galaxii. No jo, musíme cestovať. Socha. Socha Sitha. Sithský svetelný meč. Ó. Pozdívajte. Ako nám to všetko vytvára. Dobre. Ja som sa ani nevedomil, že to je hneď takto. Ja som myslel, že tu ešte niečo bude. Ale ešte nás čakajú dvaja týpasovia, že? No jo, oni už sú tady.
So, you returned to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism.
Okay.
Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand? True, but most would say they fight only when they must, or not at all. We are the ones who know that struggle is what makes us superior. When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true, but the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive, that strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential. Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will find Yuthura, my own apprentice.
You talk too much, old fool.
So, you know, do you? Well, it makes no difference. You have become too ambitious, Yuthura. It is time for you to die.
No, it is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Yuthura, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you are. Isn't that so, young one?
Do you hear that, my master? That is the sound of a new leader rising to replace you.
So the time has come, has it? I will... no. My strength leaves me.
You are weak, Yuthura. And the Force has abandoned you. We have made sure of it.
Ajaj, to je chudák. Tento nečakal. Op. Je pravda. Mal by som sa radšej poistiť, keď už tú schopnosť mám, že? No, uchránený, dobre. No tak. Wow. Vidím, že ten sa nezdráha použiť toho veľa. Dobre, použijeme tú vlnu. No tak. Dobre, vlnu radšej nepoužívaj. Nejako ho nedávame. Zdá sa mi to, lebo nejako ho nedávame. No tak, no tak, no tak. Už nemôže mať toľko síl. To je prevít. Koľko má on tej sily? Mal som ho hneď omračovať. Tak toto nemá význam. Dobre. No tak prosím, zbavme sa ho. Toto celkom fungovalo. Hej. To je ono. To je ono! Ešte máme čas.
While I do like you, truly, I'm afraid I'm not the type to share power with anyone, even you. If only I could believe you. Let's get this over with, quickly.
Počkať, tu musí byť aj iný spôsob. Tu je aj iný spôsob, len som dal asi zlú možnosť. Oh. Počkať, tam fakt akože nie je iné ukončenie. A to mám teraz akože ako ju poraziť. No, akože snáď to... OK. Ja som myslel, že ju tam ide nejako ukecať. Ale asi som s ňou málo kecal, že? No dobre. OK. Aha. Takže to sa... OK. Takže ide o to, že musíte najprv poraziť, dobre.
I suppose I am. Something tells me that you are not like the other students. I don't know why that is. I was right the first time back at the cantina, wasn't I? There is something different about you. More so than I even suspected. I didn't think you were here to train. Not really. I should have realized that sooner. So what happens now? Will you show me mercy? Will you just let me leave? I had no choice. You reminded me too much of a time before I became a Sith. I didn't want to think about that. I suppose you could be right. All the things I wanted to do. All the wrongs I wanted to right. I haven't done any of it. They just get farther and farther from my mind. All I've cared about is power. And myself. This isn't the person I was. You're right. Maybe what I needed most was peace after all. The Jedi tried to show me that. I don't know if I can ever go back to them. But my place isn't here. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that. You have a destiny, my friend. And I wish you well on your way to it. May the Force be with you.
Iha. Tyjo. Normálne, ako sa tu dejú veci. Sme priamo na Korribane a sú tu proste Siti, ktorí sa vzdávajú, menia na svetlú stranu. A táto tiež? Tak som rád, že ju ide presvedčiť, ale myslím, že musíte sa s ňou rozprávať. Viete, keď máte tie rozhovory o jej minulosti a dozvedieť sa o nej, inak vám to nepovie. Musíte mať ten vzťah k nej vybudovaný. Toto som neprehľadal. Daj to sem. Kredity sa budú hodiť. Dobre, takže dokončili sme teda Korriban. Teraz problém je, že tu nemáme parťákov a Yuthura teda nie je mŕtvá. Ja viem, že sa môže stať, že budete na všetkých útočiť, čo sú v údolí aj v akadémii. Len neviem, či to teraz platí. Lebo viete, technicky... A nejdu po nás, myslím. Lebo to nevedia. Jasné, nejdu po nás, pretože... Keď ich zabijete obidvoch tam, tak mali by po vás všetci ísť. Ale takto ona žije, tak môžeme tak odísť tak potichúčku. Že? S tebou sme sa ani nerozprávali. OK. Ten myslím, že nemá žiadnu úlohu. Hlavne, že na nás neútočia. Dobre ľudia, tak ja nás vrátim na EBON Hawk. Tuto nemôžem urobiť nikde, ak si dobre pamätám. A porozprávame sa našimi spoločníkmi a uvidíme, čo sa stane ďalej. OK, tak ja sa snažím dostať iba naspäť a vidím tu nejakú trojičku. To bude asi problém. Púšťame, dobre, tak... čo sa stane?
You there. How is it that you're leaving Sadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar? You lie. Well, you found it. If you've done anything to Master Uthar, you're going to pay for it.
But what if Master Uthar is really dead? How can we hope to stand up against someone who could kill him?
Don't be a sniveling coward. I will prove this one a spy. And if Uthar is dead, I shall become the new master.
OK. Tak sa to len nedeje v tom údolí. OK. Tak. Jupsik. Ja musím prejsť celou akadémiou, že? Aj, karamba. No dúfam, že to nebude nutné. Wow. Vy traja ste tady. Tak to hneď mení situáciu. To hneď mení situáciu, keď vy ste tady. OK, no. Akože neviem, či má zmysel toto ukazovať, proste prebieha tu obrovská bitka. Rozprúdili sme totálnu rebéliu, alebo nie, že rebéliu, proste chaos na akadémii. Tým, že nie je žiadny majster. Kto mi padol? Kart padol? Ajaj. OK, zbaviť sa. Dobre. Ty prevíte. Ja som aj zabudol, že tu sa ukáže karta tak. No. Tak, nečakal som. Myslel som, že na vás pôjdu aj tí v údoli, ale tí to asi neriešia. Že? Dobre, Karte, kde si? Mohol by si... Karte? Neviete, kde je ten... Aha! On je tam uprostred kart. OK. Jaj, lebo aj tam už bojujú s nami, len oni nevedia o nás. No dobre, no. Tak musíme prejsť akadémiou. Už idú. Už idú. Ešte, že to nie sú siláci. Sú to len trápni učitelia. Ale nepodceňovať ich, no. Napríklad teraz. Napríklad teraz ich nepodceňovať. Mala by byť... Zase sa toľko nelieč, chlapíku. Ja nemám naspäť silu. Ale ne. No, ešte tam nechoď. Prečo musíme bojovať? Ja som myslel, že sa dá zdrhnúť, ale... Vedel som, že toto sa deje, keď sú obidvaja mŕtvi, ale... Že by sa to dialo, keď sú... Keď jedna... Vlastne ona zradila a už sa neukázala, že? To by hneď spoznali. Jaj, vy kapitáni. To je také milé, keď sa snažíte. Karte, čo si robil tu? No vstávaj. Dobre, zdrháme. Zdrháme odtiaľto vstup do akadémie. Počka, tu ešte Mojak možno bude s nami bojovať, že? Čokluku. Okej. No. Akadémia je uzavřená v zevnič. No ľudia, to sme teda dopadli. Trošku sme to tam rozvrátili. Malák nebude mať trošku posily z tejto akadémie, lebo tam sa teraz medzi sebou povraždia kvôli tomu, kto je nový líder. A medzi tým my to môžeme zdrhnúť. Tak. Ja idem bať niečo ponakupovať a uvidíme sa na EBON. No dobré ľudia, som pri EBON. Tu už nie sú žiadne problémy. Našťastie jednak, kde sú tí dvaja. No tak. Karte, Džuhany. Musíme sa dostať aspoň bezpečí na loď už. OK, takže všetko sme dokončili, sme na EBON. Menší chaos tam v tej akadémii, to sa mi len páči. Poďme teda pokecať. Aha, žiadne rozhovory? Som myslel, že už budú nejaké rozhovory.
Not particularly. I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess.
No, povedz.
My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yucata's enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember. My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body. Well, yes. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yucata's prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife. I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault. She loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since. Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war. I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her. No, I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew I couldn't do it. But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over. I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance. She went on.
Neviem, čo je dvakrát férové osúdiť.
Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I? But I deserved to be tried. They found me innocent, even though I deserved every punishment and more. They let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me. No, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself. Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
Ešte niečo tam je. Akože drsný príbeh. Veľmi drsný príbeh. A asi nebudeme mať všetky rozhovory, lebo už príliš toho nemáme čo na robote. Tak sa nedá rozprávať. Mission nebude mať nič. Canderous s nami nechcel. Karte. No dobre, ja myslím, že by sme mohli asi iniciovať veľké finále, nie? To fakt všetko sme porobili. Títo sa s nami nebudú baviť. Bastila ešte pokračuje. Akože už myslím, že príliš viac sa nedozvieme, lebo sme počuli toho veľa. Tak uvidíme, akože... Viete čo? Poďme rozbehnúť to finále. Teda malo by to ísť, že? Tatooine... Systém ze STAR FORGE, OK. Takže ja to iba uložím. A... finále rozbiehame. A ideme na to. Poďme teda pomaličky na to. Smerom ku STAR FORGE. Dobre, tieto animačky. Nechám ich radšej ubehnúť. Nech nie sú žiadne problémy. A... nazdar Korriban. Tam trošku prebieha občianská vojna, mám pocit. Keď narušíte ten poriadok. OK. Zatiaľ sa nič nedeje. Jasné, iba zatiaľ cestujeme. Wop. Ajajajajaj, táto animačka.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malak? You are a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
To bolo celkom šikovné, že? Že ju nemúčie, keď je to mučenie. Tak sme dorazili. Krásna to hviezda. A na nej... bajné Star Forge. A taká malá flotilka. Len taká maličká flotilka. A sme tu len jedna malá lodička EBON Hawk, že?
The Star Forge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodonna. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the fleet.
Okej. Ja, ešte budeme mať toto. Toto je tá istá animačka. Neviem, či to mám len preskočiť, ale nechcem, aby to zblblo. Predsa len stará hra potrebuje lásku, aby sme ju nesílili, že? Dobre. Jaje, už je tam aj Star Forge. Sme nejako bližšie, ako sme boli v tej animácii, mám pocit. No tak. To netrafí. Kde je? Tam. Aha. Strieľam trošku blbo, že? To by už malo triafať. Dobre. A kam letíš teraz, Karte?
We've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Iba trošku rough landing. Jedna planéta, ja tu vidím ešte jednu. A ďalšie. Trošku sa z nás dymí, mám pocit. Karte, čo si mi urobil s loďou? No, tak sme dorazili. Už to tak len neopustíme, sa zdá.
Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The Cathar's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again. You're right. That Sith fleet we saw must have some type of protection against the disruptor field. We have to find a way to disable it, or the Republic will be slaughtered.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
Good idea. If that temple's generating power, it probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her, too.
Okay.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malak's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she is also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan. I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Star Forge like you think, Jolee, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
OK, takže sme tu. Sme tady hľadaní, uviaznení, takže tu definitívne začína finálová pasáž hry na tejto planete, lebo potom treba ísť na Star Forge. Tak ma zaujíma rozhovory.
Got something on you.
A?
Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy. Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse. If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts. Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket. I'd taken some damage.
To je taká trošku blbá otázka, že?
As I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I was smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived. I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have a ship left.
Počkaj, to sme už počuli.
Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring. That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you missed the really
tam sú ešte väčšie.
I'm still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators. No, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grew accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi. Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased of ridiculous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that. No, I was the intruder in their land after all. They got to trust me well enough after a couple of decades of my aid. When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually. At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies after all.
Akože to je pravda.
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply. What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees. The Wookiees? Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call. I suppose I am in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they've developed quite interestingly. You remember the alien computer, correct? Kashyyyk was meant to be an agricultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason, or at least that's what I'm thinking. But I'm an old man who's had a long time to develop that opinion, so don't argue with me. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you.
To už je možno... Oh.
Got something on you. Hard to say what this planet is. Been lost for thousands of years, if not more. Smells like bad karma, so watch your step. And that's about all I...
Okay.
Let's play with the old man.
Dobre, Juhany.
What is it?
Takže s ňou nemáme zatiaľ nič. Canderous.
I'm not happy with the way my life has turned. I'm not the Mandalore I once was. I don't even think I'm the merc I was when I joined you. I think I need something more than killing and fighting in my life. I need a purpose or something like that. The way the Mandalorians, we fought, it holds no appeal for me. To rape and ravage worlds for the thrill of battle. It gets old. Very old. Honor in battle. Cheating death. Comrades in arms. The code of the Mandalore. I think I'm something different now. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't think there is really any place left in the galaxy for the Mandalorian clans like they were. I don't know if I can go on forever fighting as I have. Even warriors get insightful in their old age. Once my time with you is done, once you have moved on to greater things, I'll find my own way once again. Maybe the Mandalorian clans will be reborn again. Maybe even under the Republic, or the Sith. But dreaming about the future is stupid right now. We should get down to our business and finish it. If we survive all this, maybe we could talk about it then. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Okay. Aha.
Yeah, what do you want?
Takže nič. No už asi možno ich ani nedokončíme. Dobre. Toto už máme. Ešte niekto? Toto nič. Dobre. Takže žiadne rozhovory. Dobre ľudia. Ale už to išlo dlho. Na budúce sa pozrieme na tú novú planetku. Ďakujem za sledovanie, prajem príjemné hranie, ďakujem členom za krásnu podporu. Majte sa.